Flosstube. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kathy and my channel is Crafty Cat Stitcher, and it's all about cross stitch. Maybe not all about. Once in a while you'll see some other things, other crafty things that I do. And I hope that you enjoy that as well. Today is Saturday, May 6, 2023. And once in a while I'll look that way because I want to see if there's a cat coming in that is going to do something. So be prepared for that. Like knocking my camera over or something. But this is video number 80. I cannot believe it. 80 videos. How did I do that? I know it's been almost 6 years, but that's kind of crazy, isn't it? So, if you are a new viewer, I am so glad that you're here and you took the time to sit down and watch my video and tune into my channel. And I hope that you'll find something here you like and you keep coming back and you subscribe. And if you are a returning viewer and commenter, thank you so much. I read all the comments and I appreciate everyone. So, I know I have to address this right away. I haven't been here in a while, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on. Let's just get right into stitching. It's been weeks, and it's usually, you know, I like to do the whole 3-week interval thing, but this time it's more like, I don't know what, 7? So I apologize for that, and I'll let you know what's going on. So I did stitch on some things, and and I mentioned in the last video about how I want to get some things done. This is one of them, Small Animal Sampler, and this is by Bobby G Designs, designed by Barbara Smith, and it's beautiful. And I am stitching it on black Jobelin, and look how beautiful it is. Really pretty. 28 count, called for DMC. All DMC. This is what DMC can do. Look at that. I mean, you would think that there was all kinds of shading in there with overdyes. DMC. Good designing. Right? So all I have to do is the rest of this border. And I think maybe there's a few like straight stitches in there that I have to do back stitch, maybe a couple back stitches. After that, but it'll be done. So it's getting there. It's not an easy thing to work on in bad lighting. And you know, there's a lot of lighting is bad. You know, I guess when you get to my age, it's like, you know, if it's not perfect lighting, there could be issues. All right, so I am trying not to fumble too much, and I'm trying to find the picture of my next whip. It's not, uh-oh. I am so sorry. I don't think I have the picture for some reason, or it's not. This is so bad. I'm prepared for this. I guess it's not the best preparation, is it? It is Tulip's Praise by Gracewood Stitchers, and it's designed by Kathy Bungard. Isn't that pretty? This doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't. I'm just going to put that right there. I'm stitching this on, and I believe this is 18 count Jobelin. Yes, there's such a thing. 18 count Jobelin, and it's like an off-white. And I'm doing this also in the called for DMC, all DMC, just beautiful. These tulips right here are so gorgeous with their multicolors. And it looks like I'm almost done, but I'm not. There's a whole section up here to do, and there's a very simple border, but this one's going to take a while because it's big. It's a big project, but I like it. It's beautiful, and the colors are very springy. And that's what I think I wanted to stitch that one right now, because spring is here, and I really like spring, as you well know if you've been here before. I also stitched Quaker Diamonds, and this is by Rosewood Manor. Such a beautiful chart. And you know, it's beautiful here, but when you start to stitch it, oh, so gorgeous. And the thing is, I'm going to show you my section that I'm working on right now. I have two of the major motifs done. So what I decided to do, this is the very bottom right here. And what I decided to do is just start working up like this so that I can just start to roll the frame up. But I'm stitching this on is R&R fabric. It's a linen. I believe it's 30 or 32 count. Let me look and see if I can. I think it's 30. I don't know. It's either 30 or 32 count. And the color is flax, and it's beautiful, and I wish I had like 5 more yards of this. So if you know if they're still making this and it's still available, please let me know, because I'm trying to find it, because I'm serious about getting more of it. Let's talk about the threads. This is charted in silks, as you know, as you probably know. Rosewood Manor has the little silk packs, and I just didn't want to do it in silks. And my friend Sandy B. Stitcher, gave me a conversion that she had gotten, and I love it. It's all over dyes. Just the colors are so gorgeous. I mean, look at this. So that is another one, and I would love to get that finished. That's going to be one that I'm going to want to frame, like have framed probably, right? Okay, so let's see what else I stitched. Oh, okay. I also decided to continue working on, now let me see if I can find it, on Frosty Forest, and I'll explain how I'm doing it. This is the motif I'm working on right now. It's Snowman's Cottage. And what I'm doing is I am stitching this in a row of 4 and a row of 4. So it's going to be 2 rows of 4. I already have 2 of them done. It's all DMC. That's what I chose. And this is, I think this is 36 count Lugana, I think. And it's a really pale gray. The white shows up on it, and it shows up a lot better in person, and I'm happy with it. So this is where I've been working. It's a lot of white DMC, a lot. And after a while, it's like, oh, I need to work on a color. So, yeah. So there's originally 9 charts in the Frosty Forest series, and one of them says Frosty Forest, and it's originally, if you're going to put them all, they wanted you to do 3, 3, and 3 with the one, there's one in the middle that says Frosty Forest, and I am not going to do that. I saw this layout on Kitten Stitcher. She did 4 and 4, and I just loved it, and ever since then I thought, that's it, that's how I'm going to do it. And I was at my stitch day with my stitch group one day, and I said, I've got to figure out the sequencing of this. And everybody kind of put their 2 cents in, which is great, which is it's always good to get advice or input from fellow stitchers about things like that you're not 100% sure of. And I actually have a picture on my phone, so when I start a new motif, I go and refer to it, and I know what I'm going to do. So happy with that. It's, you know, for me, for some reason, and it's probably old eyes, it's like the whole black fabric thing. It's hard to work, for me, it's hard to work white on a light color. It's just, and I know, I asked for it with this one, right? So, I also am working on my Sal, my friend Lisa, who is a viewer of this channel, and I follow her on Instagram as well, suggested, why don't we do a Sal? And I thought, you know what, even if it's just the 2 of us, I am so happy. I'm also happy if somebody else decides they want to stitch along on Stitchy Stars by Lori Holt. And so far it's just the two of us. Fine. I mean, this is going to take me a while because you know how I stitch. I don't know if I'm the slowest stitcher in the world, but I'm one of them. So, I am really happy with this start though. Everybody listen. I mean, there it is so far. I got one block done, and that's pretty good. I'm stitching this on salted caramel. The fabric it's a Lugana, it's salted caramel, the color, and it's by Luminous Fiber Arts, Misty Purcell. And I think this is a great fabric for this. Everything shows up, the white shows up. It's not hard to stitch on, it's great. So I'm using all the call for threads in that one. So that was a new start. And then I had a birthday start. Yes, I had a birthday. In fact, it was a week ago today. And I decided to do a birthday start because it's something I've been wanting to stitch. And it's Philanthropic Pumpkin by Hands On Design. This is something that Kathy Haberman put out a couple years ago in, I don't know what year. I don't know. And as usual, and this happens to me a lot, I was like a day late and a dollar short. I saw this and I want to do this. I couldn't find it anywhere. Well, the truth is this was a charity project, and part of the proceeds were going to a charity, and the Sioux City Knights Special Olympics delegation and Special Olympics 1A. And she says on here that it will not be re-released or distributed. So, and I don't know how she knew, but my friend Jackie at Cross My Stitches sent this to me. I don't know how she knew I wanted to stitch this. Isn't it gorgeous? So I decided that's a great birthday start. It's all DMC. The colors are gorgeous. And there is my progress so far. Yeah. I love it. Isn't that pretty? So that's it. And I'm stitching it. It's just white Jobelan and whatever the stitch. I think it's 30. It's 32 count. And I was really pleased with the progress that I made on this. This was an FOF project for me, which is full of frogging. I got off on this grid somehow and spent the better part of one evening frogging it. So this is a FOF. You know, that's my little special little name for projects that have a lot of frogging in it and ripping it out, right? So, okay. That is what I've been working on. I'm looking around to see if there's anything else. No, there isn't. So, there was a period of time in the last, how many weeks? I don't even know how many weeks it's been since video number 79. I don't know. I got really sick. I mean, life got really busy, work got really busy, and right in the middle of that busy season, I got really sick. And it takes some time off, and it was just a bad cold, which I have not had in years. I am so serious. I haven't had a cold or been that sick in a long time. So I didn't stitch. It was one of those things that was in my head, most of it. I mean, it was mostly here, and it's one of those things I didn't even want to read. So, I mean, it was that bad. So I was kind of off of stitching for a while, which is really sad, because then I'm sitting there going, I could be stitching right now. I've got all this time, but I couldn't. So that's one of the things that was just keeping me from making a video and keeping me from doing things. So I finally, right around my birthday, it was finally where I wanted to go out for my birthday and go to dinner. So it was kind of nice that my husband and I went to a restaurant in Dahlonega, Georgia, Dahlonega is a cute little town. If you ever come to North Georgia, go to Dahlonega. They just have the cutest little shops and restaurants, and it's just a little square you can walk around. Really cute. So we went out to dinner up there. You know, it's a little ways from where we live, but it was a beautiful, beautiful day. And yeah, it was just really nice. So, okay, now let's talk about new stuff, which I treated myself to a few new things. And the first ones are market releases that I really wanted. And I went to Annabella's shop, and that was a great experience. She had the things I wanted, and it didn't take very long to get here, so I was really happy about that. And one of the things that I really liked from Market this year was JBW Design Stitching in the Round. It's so adorable. Look at that. Cute. And of course, the very popular Heart and Hand Honey of a Tiny Town. So cute. Cute motifs, flowers, bees everywhere. Just so cute. And of course, to go along with Strawberry Fair, I had to get Honey Fair. And that's by October House by Burns. These are the three I wanted the most. There are a few more that I like, and I may wait a little while because it's not like I have a shortage of charts or projects. And because it was my birthday and I decided to also treat myself, I placed an order and got some French General fabric. Oh, you guys. Look at this. You don't get to pick out what you get, but I knew it was going to be reds. And I'm sorry. This is the best I can do for now. And then there's lighter colors. Red, beige, creams. And I'll show you where I got this. I got this off of eBay. It was a buy it now. That is gorgeous. This right there. Look at that. This has so much potential for different things, for finishing and all kinds of things. So that just made me happy. It was a little birthday gift from me to me. And I got it from Fields Fabrics eBay store. And there's that. And they are in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And if you live near there and you go there, you are so lucky, because I would go crazy in that store. It would be bad. You know what I mean, don't you? So that's my new stuff. And that's it. That's pretty much all I got. So here's more news. This really didn't hamper my making a video, and this is not an excuse, but I finally went to an orthopedic doctor for my wrist. I have been having wrist issues for about 5 or 6 years. Well, maybe somewhere between 5 and 6. It hurts in here. It's my right hand. I'm left-handed for most things. I am also right-handed for some things. So go figure. You know, here's the thing. I think I was born left-handed, and then my mom taught me to do things like crochet. Here's how you crochet, and so I started doing right hand. And cut using scissors. Here's how to use scissors, and she's right-handed, so, you know. But it hurts like right in here. Today, it actually feels pretty good. And then sometimes the pain goes up into here. So, you know, I had seen a doctor about 5 years ago for this, and I saw the x-ray, and the x-ray didn't look bad. This was 5 years ago. And at the time he said, it's tendonitis, let's give you a shot. And that actually made it feel better for a while. So I thought, fine, you know, I can get a shot once in a while. But then I started realizing that it was really bad. At this motion, picking something up like this or picking up something heavy is really bad. And pulling files out of a drawer, which I do at work, is horrible. It's the absolute worst. And so then I'm depending on this hand to help, and sometimes it's just awful. So I thought, I'm finally going to go and deal with this because this is giving me more problems than my knee. And that's a whole nother story, and we won't get into that today. So they did an x-ray, and he said, okay, this is major. And he showed me the x-ray, and he said, see this bone? And that bones are actually like here. This bone that it's here is supposed to be here. And it's little, it's just this little piece, and it's called ulnar translocation. And so if you're medical, you might know what that is. And he said there's also some arthritis connected to it. So he said it's a major surgery. And nobody wants to hear that. And then when you start to think about things like stitching, it's like, oh, you know, in everyday life, day-to-day activities, you just don't want to hear it. So now I have to deal with, I don't have to go back till the end of June, which is great. And he gave me a shot, and the shot hurt, but it did help a little bit. And so I go back to see him in June, and I think that at that point, if it's not a lot better or if it's worse, I'm going to have to be scheduling a surgery. And all I know is that there's a splint involved, a cast involved, and physical therapy. And, oh man, so sad. I did ask him if stitching, I said, I do needlework. He's a young guy. He probably doesn't know what cross stitch is. I didn't even want to get into it. I just said, I do needlework. And he said, that shouldn't bother it. It didn't cause it. And you should be okay doing it. But you know what? When there's a cast and a splint and all this other stuff, it's like, oh, you know. So anyway, that's the other news. Yeah, I know. But we're okay. I'm okay. And, you know, if I have to do it, I have to do it. I would rather do it and get it over with. And, right? And have my stitching. Here's the thing about this. I can stitch with no problem. It doesn't hurt. I think I figured out a way to hold my hand where it doesn't hurt. And that is a good thing. That's very, very good. So, let's just move on. Oh. Let's do a little cross stitch rewind in honor of Mother's Day. I want to show you something, and I know I showed you this before, but it's worth showing again in honor of my mother who stitched this. And her name's on it, and that's fine. And she stitched it in 1989 and gave this to me. And like with everything else she stitched, I framed it. I think it's gorgeous. I don't know where the pattern's from. She used to get a lot of magazines, or some magazines, and I think it might have been from a magazine back in 1989. And I think it's beautiful. And I have this hanging in my craft room, and I think it's gorgeous, and I'm just happy to have it. So in honor of Mother's Day, my mom Lillian, that is what she stitched for me. Yeah. So I have to pause again, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. We have to talk about the giveaways. The person who won this chart, and you know, my last video was a long time ago, has never contacted me. I have looked for an email and I could not find it. And if you sent it and I didn't get it, I'm so sorry. But I figure it's enough weeks that have gone by where I picked a new name for this one. Going forward, it's going to be where you have till the next video. And I do plan to do every 3 or 4 week videos. So if you win, if you're watching this video and you win, I need to hear from you in that 3 or 4 week span. And I think that's giving a lot of time. And just remember, we're talking giveaways right now. And just remember, you have to be 18 in order to give me an address. You should be a subscriber. I would really like it if you are. And I can only do US at this time. Ship to US. So Star Spangled Garden by Country Cottage Needleworks, which is an adorable chart. I pulled a name again, and it's Pat Stockmeyer 8566. Pat, you won this. So Pat Stockmeyer 8566, go down below into the show notes and you will see my email address. And that is where you email me and say, hey, I won the, what's it called? Star Spangled Garden. It's so cute. Last time, this was the giveaway. It's this really beautiful 14 count Ada in ocean blue, turquoisey, beautiful. Just a little too stiff for my poor little hands. Oh, I said that wasn't going to be an excuse, didn't I? But the winner of this is Arlene Curry. ARLEENCURRY. Arlene, you won the beautiful Ada fabric. And that's a real good representation of it right there. Real pretty. It's really pretty. Lovely. Okay. So let's have another drawing. Okay, those are the 2 winners. Now this one's for the next time. I will announce it on my next video. And this one is by the Trilogy. And it is Family Branch. And it's little owls. And it's so cute. It says, live joyfully with hope in love. And it's so cute. And it includes charms. 2 little stars. Are there 2 in there? Yeah. 2 little metal stars. Really cute. So if you would like to win this, just say owl. That's all you got to say. Or you could talk about owls. It's as long as I see the word owl, I will know that you want to be entered into that drawing. Okay? All right. So you remember, let's go through it again. No, don't mention giveaway. You got to be 18. Please be a subscriber. You know, all that stuff. So, and please contact me at my email address that I have down in the notes. It is down there. So, okay. So, thank you. Oh, you know, I've got more stuff. So, let's see. Visit to the orthopedist. I turned a big number that is just so much fun. And I retired. I'm retiring. And it's time. It's time to retire. And I know that I'm going to be working for the rest of the month, but only part-time. And I offered to stay on until somebody new was found, or she can handle things by herself, my boss. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm open to staying on, and the wrist surgery is going to factor into that decision. So, yeah, so I'm, you know, it's big news for me. I'm glad. It's just time for me to do that. I thought I was retired like a few years ago, like 3.5 years ago, but that didn't happen. And so this time, I hope it sticks. So plans. My plans, I want to my plans are to get out projects that I haven't touched in ages. And I can think of a few right offhand. One of them is Rainbow Row, which is a biggie. One of them is Cardinal Points. Again, it's big. Um, there's also some small ones that I'm thinking about. So, my rotation, do you know what it is? It's I stitch what I want when I want. So that's, when you hear rotation, you think, oh, I can't be locked into a rotation. My rotations are, there's no locking into. It's like, if I want to work on Rainbow Row for 3 days and work on something else for 2 and then go back to Rainbow Row, I will do that. That's my plan. So it's going to be things that I haven't worked on in a while. So, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am. These ones that I worked on recently, I enjoyed, but I got to go deep into that whip basket and pull out the things that need some work and attention. So that's what I'll be doing. I am so glad you came by today. I think I told you everything I need to tell you, and if not, I'll tell you next time. I guess I had a lot of stuff going on. I mean, tax season's over, thank goodness. I'm not kidding. The day I got sick was the day before the tax deadline. That Monday, that's when I started getting really sick. I mean, it started coming on, and then by the end of the week, I was no good. So, but that's done. I'm glad, and I don't have to deal with that anymore. So, yay. So anyway, I will see you in a few weeks. I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, I hope you found something here you liked, and something that will make you want to come back and visit. If you have any questions or comments, put them below. I read all the comments, and I appreciate them. I know I said that already, but it can't be said enough, because if you comment, that means you took the time to watch the video, and that's really big. I'm trying to get my subscribership up a little bit just for fun. It's, it's just a good thing to know that people are watching. So come on back and watch, and watch for my next video. Hit the bell so that you'll get that little notification when a new video comes up. And again, I apologize for it being so long, but I had things. It's just life that happened, and you know that too, because I know all of you have that too. So get some stitching going, enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.